Good evening, everyone.
Hello, everyone. A very good evening to all. I welcome Mr. Anish and Mr. Vatsal, Mr. Nityananda, and all my colleagues and students for the webinar, Realize the Full Potential, Red Hat and Open Source by Prodevans Technologies in association with Red Hat for Vimal Jyothi Engineering College. All of you heard about Red Hat, right? My dear students, have you heard about Red Hat? Okay. Red Hat is an software company with open source development model. We have a Red Hat Academy in Vimal Jyothi for helping our students to keep pace with the demands of the industry. To achieve this goal, Prodevans Technology teams are with us. They will give proper guidance to meet this goal. And I welcome Nityananda. I am handovering this session to Nityananda, sir, from the Prodevans Technology. Sir will give you what is Red Hat and what are the activities happening in our organization. Those things, about those things, he will be giving some introduction.
Thank you, ma'am. My warm welcome to all my dear students, our resource person, respected faculty members, and my colleagues, and Mr. Anish from Red Hat. Today, I feel privileged to, speak few words, to our VJEC students on behalf of Prodevans Technology. Prodevans Technology is the preferred delivery partner for Vimal Jyothi Engineering College as far as Red Hat Academy is concerned. With me today, I am honored to get Mr. Vatsal Thakur, who is the Associate Director for our consulting activity in Prodevans, plus he is also our learning and development head, who is leading entire activity of Red Hat Academy, how student will be aligned, what is that course that they should learn in which point of time, how they should understand the power of open source. With regards to Red Hat as a technology today, he will give you a light, while his overall idea would be to make you understand while you are in academy, technology wise, how you can prepare yourself for a future job ready. I am also honored to bring you Mr. PV Anish, who is not only our manager for all these activities as far as Red Hat is concerned. He also will help us, with his strong, past experience working across different domains in the industry. Presently, taking as the GLS Learning Service as a GLS manager, will enlighten us on the part of what are the different jobs which are available, in Red Hat and outside the, IT market, where you can think that when you adopt such kind of technology, your future perspective for getting into a job, getting into an IT market will be more prominent and more accurate. With these few words, I welcome Mr. Vatsal, who will start this session with realize the full potential of Red Hat and open source would be the subject. Vatsal, I request you to enlighten us at least for next 35 to 40 minutes on the same subject. Over to Vatsal.
Thanks, Nitya. I hope my voice is loud and clear.
Yes, Vatsal.
Okay, great. So thanks everyone for joining the session late in the evening, even after the college and all. I appreciate that you able to make it. Today, basically, we are going to talk about multiple different things. I'll initially start it with the very basic, and later on we will go ahead with a little bit of more technical details, and we will also talk about few certifications and other thing. But before that, let me go ahead and share my slide. So I hope you are able to see my slide. Nitya, could you please confirm?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So this session is more related to more focusing on how exactly you can go ahead and make your career with the Red Hat, or how exactly what are the number of different opportunities we have with the Red Hat, or how exactly Red Hat is helping a student by providing a certain specific verticals within the Red Hat itself, so that student can make their career more effectively. That is what we are going to talk here. So as Nitya has already introduced, I'm basically taking care of two different verticals at Prodevans. One is training division, and another one is the specifically a delivery part. So these are the two things I'll take care. A little bit of more about me. I'm a Red Hat certified architect level 11. It means I'm holding around about 16 different Red Hat certifications. Apart from that, specifically in terms of leadership, I have Agile leadership as well as the Scrum Master certification, which is basically more focusing towards the leadership as well as kind of a delivery practices. And there are also a lot of other certifications that are there in a cloud, in kind of a automation, like a Terraform and AWS and GCP and all. So that's a bit about myself. Before we go ahead and start this particular session, I would like to pass one specific message. Maybe I would like to get your answer in a chat box, because you are enabled to put your answers in a chat box, and Nitya, you can confirm if somebody is answering that question. So my question is, how many of you are believing, whether you are doing your computer engineering right now, how many of you, whatever you are, maybe you're inside BTech, or maybe whatever you are basically into the IT stream, and for whatever you are pursuing in your college right now. And how many of you are believing that you are going to get the job straightforwardly after you are completing your bachelor or maybe your master? I guess there are a lot of people who is in a kind of this expectation that the moment I'll complete my bachelor degree, or maybe I'll complete my master degree, and there is a job for me, and I am going to basically warmly welcome by a lot of organization that, okay, come and join our organization, right? So basically that is the something which is a kind of a wrong impression in every student's mind. So that's why we are here, and we are going to talk about all of this in this particular session. So initially, if I'll start with the very basic, then first question is what exactly the source code is. So source code can be defined in a multiple different terms, I could say. So basically it is nothing but for me, it's a number of different statement of number of different lines where we can be able to read that particular code. And when I'll execute that code, it will basically help me to serve a specific purpose. That is what the source code to me, right? So that source code may be representing your application, that source code may be representing your operating system, that may be representing your some sort of a some program or something. So that is the source code to me. And obviously, as you are coming from a computer field, you might have written a lot of source code, right? C, C++, Python, Java. There are a lot of runtime languages are available where we are writing our source code to serve a specific purpose. Now, that is a source code, but how exactly the open source is coming into this particular picture? How exactly open source is helping us in terms of making our career more stronger? What is the main purpose of open source world? So for me, if I will give you a very simple example to you, everybody is much familiar with the Windows, right? Because we have a luxury where what we can do is we can simply download the software and we can just click on next, and we will be able to install this software. Now, I'll give you one simple example. I have recently downloaded a VLC player and for watching some movies. Now, I'm not happy with the particular color of that particular VLC button. Now, I wanted to change that color. Will I be able to do that? No, right? So what I'm trying to convey here is I have a specific certain application which I wanted to modify according to my requirement, or I have a certain needs where that software can perform much betterly if I add certain actions into that software. But with a specifically Windows like a closed source world, you won't be able to do that. However, open source is believing in a kind of a contribution, I could say. And again, one more example, maybe if you're in a last semester, and obviously there is a kind of a project you need to complete, right? So I have a two set of student. There is a one single student who is going to complete project, and there is a group of 5 people who is going to complete the project. So what do you think, which particular project will be completed in a well manner? Right, obviously the 5 people project, right? Why? Because there are 5 different brains are working together to solve a specific purpose. So that is called a open source world. Whatever the software or whatever the code which you are writing, that code is available for everyone, whether it is an organization, whether it is an individual person, or it can be any institute or whatever it is. Any Tom, Dick and Harry can just simply go ahead and look at that particular source code. They can download that particular source code, and they can be able to modify that application or whatever it is according to their requirement. And that kind of a luxury you will get with the open source, which you don't have with a closed source like a Windows. Now, what exactly Red Hat? How exactly Red Hat is coming into the picture when we are talk about open source? So I must say that open source and Red Hat is working. It's a kind of a basically hand-in-hand approach, I could say, because whatever the softwares which Red Hat has, that is all coming from the open source world. But there is a specific need of it why Red Hat is there in between that open source world and the enterprise. So that we will cover in a short while. But if I'll give you just a very short overview, so we can say that the operating system, the enterprise operating system which we are using, most of the source code will be specifically written by the Red Hat itself. Apart from that, in past 6 to 7 years, where we have seen that is a kind of a #1 value in IT industries, because the way they are doing the innovation, the way they are making a number of different technologies enterprise ready, which is really awesome, right? Red Hat is basically founded in 1993, and it was multiple times listed in a 25 fastest growing company, as well as the kind of a best place to work. I must say that as an ex-Red Hatter, because I felt that for almost 6 years, right? So that is all about Red Hat. Now the question is, why Red Hat Enterprise Linux? Why I should go ahead and pick up the Red Hat Enterprise Linux instead of choosing a number of different open source flavor like Ubuntu? You have a Fedora, you have a Kubuntu, you have a Kali Linux, you have a lot of thousands of flavors are available in a Linux. So why I need a Red Hat? So first of all, Red Hat is in kind of an organization which believes in picking the solutions from the open source world. They will go ahead and make their particular software enterprise ready by securing the number of different things and that inside that particular software. And they have a specifically subscription type of a model available, where what we can able to do is, as and when there is a specific issue, we can just simply go ahead and raise a ticket and we will get the solution, which is not possible with the open source world. Again, that is possible, but the problem is, if it is open source software, what you need to do is, you don't have any specific support forum available. What you need to do is, you require to rely on our God, which is Stack Overflow. Again, when you start working in industry, you will understand that why I said Stack Overflow as our God. Because when you have any question, you go to somebody, right? And if you are an IT delivery person, if you have any question, you go to only Stack Overflow. So you are running a very critical application on open source world, and then there is a something went wrong in that application, and then you are raising a question on Stack Overflow. Like there are a lot of forums are available, but if you are raising questions on this type of forum, and then you wait for somebody to answer your question or resolve your particular query, that is not a good way. And that's where this subscription model will help you a lot, where you can just simply raise a ticket which has a different priority, and you will get your solution. Apart from that, Red Hat is specifically, or I could say well known for the security which they are offering, right? So they are keep on updating or providing a number of different update for the softwares which we are running. So again, Red Hat Enterprise Linux has well known as an operating system from a very long time, right? So what Red Hat will do is, they are keep on patching the operating system with a new updated softwares and everything, so that basically you can take advantage of secure environment world where you can easily run your enterprise application, right? Again, this might be the very technical for you. So what I will do is I will give you one very simple example here. So in this particular image, what you can see is I have two water bottles. Generally, you might have also experienced this multiple times. When I'm on travel, I always prefer a water bottle, right? But when you are in between the road, you will specifically demand for a Kinley bottle, right? Why? You will get a water anywhere, right? You can get a kind of a normal water, or maybe you will get a kind of a non-branded water bottle. Still, you might be specifically requesting for the Aquafina or the Kinley bottle. Why? Because you know that the Kinley is a kind of a world well-known brand, and you are going to get the purity of the particular water, right? However, there is no tag associated to that normal water bottle, which you are so that you can specifically say that compared to this normal water bottle, Kinley is always and always much trusted brand. So same thing applies here. Both are water. So I'm representing this normal water bottle as an open source world, and this particular Kinley bottle is an specifically software or basically tools which is provided by the Red Hat. That's what I'm trying to represent here. So that is the difference. Again, both are serving the same purpose. When you drink that water, you are going to look and get the feel of it, but there is no guarantee how much time it is going to run properly, or maybe how exactly it is going to react on your body. So that's where you can't take a risk. And specifically when I'm talking about a kind of a enterprise like a banking solution or financial institute or maybe healthcare institute, so there you should not go ahead and take a chance. You should always and always build or run your applications on an only and only solution where you can get the surety that this software is going to run for at least next 10 years or maybe 5 years or something, right? So that is something which you will get it from the Red Hat. Now, why you require to get skilled on a Red Hat is very, very important. So as I mentioned, Red Hat is specifically defined in the #1 companies in multiple ways, like a OEM or ISV. Again, if you are fresher, you won't be able to understand that terms, but it's basically kind of a vendor distribution management, I could say. Now, in a second statement, what I can see, Red Hat was 10 times more important than the second Linux company. So there are a lot of Linux companies, right? There are, as I mentioned, Fedora, Ubuntu. There are a lot of Linux solutions are available. But compared to the other operating system or compared to the other product, Red Hat is always and always getting a more attention from the enterprise customer. And if we talk about airlines company or banking sector, in fact, I will talk about our organization itself. As a Prodevans, we are also providing the solutions to a lot of banking customer. I could say maybe 80 to 90% banks we are supporting right now. And most of the customers are specifically asking for the only and only Red Hat Enterprise Linux, right? So that is what the demand of Red Hat Enterprise Linux, and that is the another, I could say, well-chosen option by mostly enterprise solution. Now, the main question here is why you should go ahead and get yourself certified on, again, I will talk a little bit about the previous slide and I'll come back to these numbers. Why you require this skill? So at the initial time of this webinar, I have asked the specific question that how many of you are believing that you will get a job once you complete your bachelor degree? Go ahead and check with your senior. There are a lot of opportunities are available in the market, but every opportunity demands one unique skill, right? And whatever you are learning in your bachelor degree or something, that is basically a kind of a very basic. If we talk about the current industries right now, industries are moving very rapidly, and there are technologies or something which is keep on changing every day, I could say. So if you are a kind of an architect, or if you are in a kind of a position where you are directly dealing with technology and providing the solutions, you need to update yourself every day. That's how the technologies are rapidly updating. Now, in this particular rapid technological world, it will be very difficult for students to cope up those or get this particular type of job just after completing a bachelor or master. And that's where Red Hat is coming into the picture, and Red Hat is bringing a specific type of a program, which is known as a Red Hat Academy, which will basically do a tie-up with a college, and student will get an opportunity to learn the Red Hat at the time of their kind of a first, second, third, fourth, or whatever the semester they are doing. So the agenda here is the moment you will complete your bachelor degree, you are not only completing your bachelor degree, you are also certified to work on a number of different technologies, which is right now in a very demand in a market. That is what the main goal of this RHA program. Also, Red Hat is always very valuable in a market, right? Because Red Hat has a lot of product like Red Hat Enterprise Linux and OpenShift and Ansible, and there are a lot of other options are available. But finding a talent is very difficult. Again, if I need to hire somebody for my projects, which I'm managing right now, if I'll post a job, I may get thousands of resumes. But the problem is getting a valid skill is very difficult. So simply what I will do is I will first of all filter those requirements with a one specific criteria. Out of that 1,000 resumes, how many of them are certified? If they are not certified, I'll give always second priority to those particular resumes. Why? Because if they are certified, I don't need to do much struggle to get the specific talent, because when they are certifying, they know how exactly the technology works. And also the Red Hat certifications are designed in such a way where they have to do a hands-on and they have to learn everything, because it's all, even exam is also hands-on approach, right? So that is how exactly we will certify we will basically hire the people. And that's where what I'm specifically highlighting. Roughly, we have a requirement of around about this number you can see. So these many requirements are there, but what we will get as a workforce when we are looking for the kind of a people, we have very few people are available. So opportunities are there in a market. That's what I'm trying to highlight. Now, again, if I'll continue the same discussions, benefit of Red Hat certification. So Red Hat certifications are, I could say, one and only in a market which will give you a kind of a look and feel. Again, there is a one or two only vendors are there in the world who will give you the kind of a hands-on approach. So what is the hands-on approach? So when you're trying to learn something, you can't just go ahead and keep on reading certain things or blogs, or you can't keep on watching the YouTube and then you will learn Linux, right? You have to make your hands dirty to learn something, specifically when we are talking about the technology. So Red Hat contents are designed in such a way where what you are doing is you have a one specific topic which you are going to learn in a theoretical manner. Once you have completed that topic, you will move to the next step, which is your lab. And then whatever you have learned, you are going to make your hands dirty inside your lab environment. You will make sure that whatever you have learned that you understood, and you will be able to apply the same thing practically. Then you will move to the next topic. And that's how the Red Hat course is designed. Plus, again, whether it is me, whether it is anybody, kind of a upgradation matters a lot when you are in industries, right? Or specifically when it's time to get the hike, right? When you are keep on upgrading yourself with a Red Hat certification, you will be always looked in a different way, right? Because the certification has its own value. That is the secondary thing. And that is the first thing. Second thing is that you will be known as a kind of a professional when you are completing this type of a professional certification. So obviously that is going to help you in your current job. And as I've given you one example earlier, when we hire, we generally give a first priority to certified. And maybe we require to sometimes look into the non-certified people as well. But if we will look at the salary scale which we offer to them, there is always 10 to 20% difference between the certified person and the non-certified person. So that is also again very important, which you need to understand. Now, when we want to start our journey, obviously you are very new to this Red Hat world and you have no idea how exactly the things are working in Red Hat and all. So everything starts with the basics, right? And until and unless you don't make your way stronger, you won't be able to create the entire, building on top of it. So initially Red Hat is specifically coming up with the two training, which is Red Hat System Administration 1 and Red Hat System Administration 2, which is only and only designed for the kind of a people who is completely new to this Red Hat world or completely new to the Linux world. Who maybe there are a lot of students who are saying that, sir, we have never seen that black screen, and whenever we have seen that black screen, we left it, right? Because nobody likes it initially, but it has its own charm. So how you will get yourself familiar with that Linux environment, how you can perform a number of different operations, right? Because obviously it will take time, because we are habitual to, doing that click and next for installing the software. But think from the industry requirement and think from the demands which is there in the industry, as well as think from the kind of a security perspective. That's where Linux is always winning the war. If you go and look at a lot of survey. So 124 and 134 is a kind of a course which is very basic, where what we are covering is we are basically talking about how exactly the Red Hat Enterprise Linux work, how exactly you can execute a number of different commands, how exactly that user group and other security policies are working, how you can manage your services using the tool like a systemd. Also, you will see a lot of other options like a package management and how you can configure your network, what is DNS, what is IP address, how exactly the IP address look like, how you can configure using multiple options like a UI or from the terminal. All those things you are going to learn in a RH, which is Red Hat System Administration Part 1. So this part 1 is a very basic related to the Linux, but on top of that, we have a next segment, which is our Red Hat System Administration 2. So I could say this is a second book in completion of in the journey of your first certification. So in this particular second book, what you are going to learn is how exactly you can install your Red Hat Enterprise Linux in a number of different ways. What are the options you will see, how to install it, how to manage the partition, how you can write certain type of automation inside the Linux environment to automate your tasks, how exactly you will do the volume management, what is file system, how exactly you can mount those file system in your machine, what is boot process, how to troubleshoot the boot process, how you can break your password, how to set up the password. All this information which you are going to learn inside the second book itself. And the most important part is second book is talking about the containers as well. So if I'll talk about my journey when I have started my Linux learning, I'm talking about the 2015, and when I have started for applying for a job first time in 2016 January or something. At that time, there was a minimum requirement that you should be RHCSA certified. That is the minimum requirement. Now the trend is changed. When you are trying to get the job in an industry, you should have the RHCSA or you should have the Linux knowledge, as well as you should know the containers, because containers are becoming a backbone of the IT industries nowadays. So it's a good initiation by Red Hat that now, as a part of the RHCSA itself, you will see the bit of glimpse of how exactly the container world looks like and how container works. So once you completing your RHCSA, which is basically RH 124 and 134, these are the two books. Once you complete that, there is a specific exam, which is known as an EX 200. And once you manage to clear that exam, you will get a tag of Red Hat Certified System Administrator, right? So that is your kind of a achievement. Now, why I was talking about the Red Hat exam and its beauty. So the Red Hat exam is not a kind of an exam. You might have appeared certain exam where what you will see is you have one question and then you have 4 answers, like in a kind of a KBC fashion. But in Red Hat, that is not the case. In Red Hat, what you will get is you will have a system given to you, and you will have your certain situations, and that situation is not working as expected, and you are the one who is going to fix that so that we can identify your skill, how you can troubleshoot, whether you know all the configurations or not. So this is how the completely hands-on experience you are going to get even in the exam itself. And that's the reason we value a lot who is specifically certified. Once you have completed this EX 200 journey, or basically once you become a Red Hat certified administrator, we can go ahead and move to the next step of your journey, which is RH294. Now, automation is again becoming a key technology. Whenever you go and search for any of the job, you might have heard about the DevOps, you might have heard about the lot of other opportunity. But somewhere, if you will go and read that job description, you will see that automation is always, I could say, it become a default requirement in all the industries, because it's a very simple, right? If I am doing a one task by using the 500 people, instead of doing that particular task, I can simply hire a 5 professional and I can write up an automation. And by using that automation, I can able to do that job automatically without any human affection, right? So that's how automation is becoming more and more popular. So this RH294 is specifically talking about how you can work with the Ansible, what exactly the Ansible is, how an Ansible architecture look like, what is controller node, what exactly the platform looks like, how you can create your inventory file, how you can write your playbooks, and what exactly the tasks are within the playbook, how exactly you can scale your playbook to perform the multiple actions together, how exactly the Ansible vault and looks like, how you can hide your secret information within the vault so that you don't need to pass your critical information as a part of your playbook itself. So all these informations you are going to learn within this RH294 as well. So once you have completed RH294, there is also another exam available, which is known as an EX300, which is basically give you a tagline of RHCE, right? So RHCE is a kind of a little bit of a higher certification on top of RHCSA, but there is a minimum requirement that you should complete your RHCSA first. So this is all about the basics of a very Red Hat certifications. And I think I'll go ahead and take a few questions from your side in maybe next 5 minutes or something. Now, you might have a question or how we can go ahead and take this particular training. So Red Hat is offering a number of different ways to get yourself trained. You can take a online training. You can take a look and feel of on-site training. We have other options, but that is like a Red Hat learning subscriptions and all, but that is not applicable to RHA. Again, because Red Hat learning subscription is in kind of a bundle of all the certifications which is provided by Red Hat. So you can simply log into that particular portal and you can learn whatever the technology you want to learn. But at the cost and everything is very high for that Red Hat learning subscription. So that you can think after completing the RHC. Okay, so I'm unable to do the next. Okay, perfect. So this is my dog actually, and if you have any question, please go ahead. I hope, Snita, they are all allowed to unmute themselves.
Yes, Vatsal, they cannot speak, but they can post their questions in either chat box or in the Q&A box.
Okay, let me look at I can see the screen and 2 people has raised their hand. But I'll wait for them to post their queries in the chat box. Maybe what I will do is, Anish, I think I'll hand this over to you. You can take a few moments to give a little bit more detail about this. And meanwhile, I'll also start addressing all those questions.
Perfect. Thanks, Vatsal. Thanks for your in detailed explanation about what is Red Hat, what Red Hat is doing for the freshers who are there in the engineering colleges and the other engineering streams, and what all are the subjects they should start with, and how they can achieve their skills and the certifications. Let me try to share my screen. 1 second. Okay, this is desktop 1, desktop 2. Okay. Okay, I think I'm not able to share the screen. It's okay. Good evening, all the students. I can see around 90 plus students are there in this particular session. Vanakkam, namaskaram. It's my pleasure that I'm talking to. I hope all the audience, most of them would be Malayalis who understand, who speaks Malayalam. I am also from Kerala. That is where I got more interested when I was talking to Josna madam, that I'm getting one chance to interact with my own people. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Vatsal has already shared the details about Red Hat and what all are the technologies available for you in the campus. I'll just share some of my experience and kind of advice for you, the students, those who are there in the campus. I hope all the students are enjoying their study in the campus. It is not like, I am by chance or, by somebody forced me to come to join for this engineering course. Maybe usually I have heard that parents usually, insist because they have their own dream. And sometimes they don't understand or they don't listen to their own kids to understand their, dreams, what they wanted to become, whether they wanted to study computer science or whether they wanted to do some other engineering courses. I hope you all are enjoying the study there in this campus with Vimal Jyothi. And I'm not sure all of you are first year, second year, third year, or fourth year. But in any case, after completing your graduation, 90% of the students wanted to get into a job. Maybe some students would like to pursue their higher study. Maybe they'll join for a MTech course or maybe some management course. In Kerala, the typical the scenario is that when I started, when I was studying, my pre-degree or graduation, our dream is that either I should get a government job or I should go to Middle East. That is the typical scenario happens in Kerala. But now it has been changed. So many engineering colleges come up in that particular area. And so many students are pursuing engineering courses with these different colleges. Usually students, they don't realize the value of that 4 years they are there in the campus. The students think that getting a job is not my responsibility. Getting a job for me or that individual student is the responsibility of the college, because I have paid my fees. I am going to be there for 4 years. It's their responsibility to find a job for me. Maybe my dream company is Microsoft, or maybe Facebook, or Apple, or maybe Red Hat, or IBM, or Dell. But most of the students realize the fact that, oh my God, I have missed something. That is where the situation when the students attend their first campus recruitment interview. Maybe the company, who is coming to that campus for hiring 500 students, they have the requirements. But unfortunately, they have got only 50 students. 450 students did not get the placement. Where is the gap? 50 students got the placement, 450 students did not get the placement. But all the students have studied this engineering course from the same campus, from the same faculty. They have, studied the same curriculum also. But the 50 students have got something extra, which the 450 students did not have. They cannot go back and request the faculty or principal or HOD, madam, please extend another 6 months. I wanted to earn or I wanted to learn which the other 50 students have learned. But they cannot extend. So what the students will do? If they have not got the placement, they will come out of the campus and search for a training institute where they can learn these technologies which the company is looking for. Or what they are going to do is they are going to compromise with their dream job. When they have started with their engineering, they wanted to join with the tier 1 or tier 2 companies. But the entire 4 years, somehow they could not, match the requirements, the demand from the industry. So they will end up by compromising with instead of joining with Microsoft, they will join with one company starting with M Private Limited, or they might be doing some mere system administration job, or maybe some kind of customer support job. So my advice to the students in the campus is that time. So I have actually got one slide, but I'm not able to share it. I usually says to the students in the campus 3 things. One is time is life. The 4 years which you are spending there in that campus is going to decide your life and your career. The second point is learn daily something new, because you are studying a computer science subject. At least you should take a pledge, an oath, that at least one command I will learn every day. One English word I will learn every day. Or I will learn a foreign language, because it is not necessary that I will continue my job in India or maybe in US or any other English speaking countries. Now, if you have seen what the government of India is doing with the National Skill Development Corporation or NASCOM, that India is doing a tie-up with other foreign countries where there are so many technology related skilled resource required. So they are depending India. The reason is we have the more youngsters in India who is doing engineering or who is available to go and stay outside India. So at least learn a command daily. It can be Python, Java, or anything, or maybe something related to Linux or OpenShift containers, which Vatsal was talking about technical, because I'm not a technical guy. The second point is improve your English communication skills. I also came from a typical Kerala education system. In Kerala, I don't know, it might have changed now. If you try to talk in English, who is the first enemy? Your friends, your own friends. They will never, I might be wrong. I'm not saying that you will have good friends. I'm not saying that. I might be wrong. I'm talking about from my experience. Whenever you try to talk in English, they will never appreciate it. They will come and say that, no. So they will always demotivate you that you will never speak English. So you will speak only when you come out of Kerala, maybe go to Middle East or some other countries or outside Kerala, where you work with multinational companies where you have different people who talks different languages. So either you have to speak in Hindi or in English. Or fortunately, if you have a Mallu friend, then definitely you will be talking in Malayalam. Third is try to learn one foreign language. The other point is the decision what you're taking now. If you have not taken, no problem. You still have a chance. You still have time to take a decision to decide your career and future. So whatever curriculum, whatever subject you are learning from your campus, try to learn an additional subject. It could be Python, advanced Python, or it could be Java, or it could be Linux, or it could be containers, Kubernetes, anything you can choose. The reason is, earlier you might have heard Infosys or Wipro or TCS, these are the three premium companies, originated from India. They usually go to these big campuses and hire students in bulk. They'll hire 200, 300, 500 students, and they will put them into a kind of training course for 6 months. So whatever you have learned could be the foundations, which is not sufficient for the company to put you in the live projects. So they will expect you to learn something more, which you have learned from your campus. Then only they will be able to put you in the live projects. So the company is investing 6 months of your time, your salary, and they have to hire an instructor to teach you the new subject. It has been changed. Now, company, we don't have time and we don't have that much money to spend on the individuals who is coming from the campus. What we are expecting? We are expecting you to learn the trending technologies, the current technologies, learn from the campus. The choice is yours. Whether you want to compromise with the 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs per annum package, or you want to find a job which will give you 8 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs package. So you have to take a decision and you have to analyze which role I should choose. Whether it's not that every student will be going for a development role. So there are few students who are very good in developing different applications. There are students who are very good in networking and system administration side, artificial intelligence, AI, so many job roles are available. So social media is available for everybody. Google is available for everybody. So you can, search and understand which job role is available immediately after you come out of the campus. If you are in second year, you don't need to focus on the technology which is trending now, because you have another 2 years. After 2 years, there will be something new which is coming up. But as Vatsal rightly mentioned, Linux is the base for any job role you take in the information technology. I can tell you few job roles which are available, for the next 2 to 3 years, which I have searched in different social media and got it. I'll tell you. The top 10 trending technologies in this next 2 years, 2023-25. Hyperautomation, cybersecurity, full stack development, blockchain, Snowflake, edge computing, Internet of Behaviors, which is very interesting, predictive analytics, DevOps, artificial intelligence as a service. These are the top 10 technologies available for you, my dear friends. It's not even normally when I visit the campuses, if I ask the students, what do you want to become after completing the engineering? 99% of the students say, sir, I wanted to become a software engineer. You are already a software engineer because you already started coding, maybe Fibonacci series, some multiplications you do in Python or any other technologies. You're already a software engineer, but you have to ask yourself one question. Are you ready for taking up the job roles available in the market? That is where Red Hat is coming up with Red Hat Academy model at your campus. Josna madam is working. Anisha madam was the previous spoke. I was regularly interacting with her. So Josna madam is available for you. Prodevans Technology, which is the partner, always ready to help you. Even I'll tell you one point here. The company who is organizing this Prodevans Technology required 70 freshers in next 2-3 months.
Yes.
What is the salary package they are offering? They are offering from minimum 6 lakhs to 8 lakhs. If the graduate is having Red Hat certifications. because they're working with so many companies where their customers are using Red Hat technologies. They are not getting resources. They are asking Red Hat, I need people, give me. But we are also requesting all our Red Hat academies. We have around 800 Red Hat academies in India. We are requesting them, please request your students to learn Red Hat technologies. Job opportunities are there. And one more point, I think I have another 5 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, just quickly. Let me talk about the job roles. I was talking about the technologies, the job roles available for you people. Data scientist, IoT solution architect, big data engineer, software architect, blockchain engineer, DevOps engineer, cloud architect, full stack developer, AI engineer, product managers. And there are so many others. All these job roles give you minimum 8 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs package in India. So, my dear friends, my humble request is, do not compromise with 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs package. There are opportunities beyond that. Try to understand that. And learn, add something extra on top of your engineering, whatever you are learning from that campus. So this Red Hat Academy model brings to Vimal Jyothi with 7 courses and 4 certifications. All the 7 courses are related to developments, DevOps, and cloud. So there is a subject for Java, which is trending. And there is a Kubernetes, which is talking about containers and all, cloud, and Red Hat platforms, which is the Red Hat Enterprise Linux. Okay, so I will take one more example. With that, I will just end up. So we all believes in value adds, whether it is students or whether it is faculties, employees, employers, we all believes in value adds. One company is coming to Vimal Jyothi, or maybe 3 companies. 3 companies coming to Vimal Jyothi for hiring maybe 50 people. One company is offering that, hey, I have 50 requirements, but I will give you only salary, maybe 50,000 rupees per month. Another company, they says, I'll give you 50,000 rupees plus I'll give you free pickup and drop from your residence. And I will give you breakfast, lunch and dinner. Salary same 50,000. The third company, same 50,000 rupees salary per month. I'm just saying, maybe you can say 50,000 rupees per week. They will give you breakfast, lunch, dinner, free pickup and drop, annually vacations to maybe Singapore, Malaysia, and they will give you an option to work from home also, health insurance, everything they will give you. Which one you will choose? Job role could be same, maybe AI engineer, DevOps engineer. The 100% of students will choose the third company because anyway, I have to do my work. They are giving me 50,000 rupees salary. They are giving me food. They are giving me free pickup and drop, annual vacations, healthcare, everything. So which means we also have choices. We also expect some value add on what the effort I'm putting on. Now, company, if they're hiring you, they also will have expectations. In your classroom, maybe out of these 50 students, one student or maybe a set of 10 students are above 79% or 80% marks they have scored. But they have learned only the engineering curriculum. They have not learned anything apart from what they have learned. Means they have not learned Cisco or Red Hat or Microsoft or any other technologies. There are other maybe 10, 20 students they have the same engineering graduation plus 1 global certifications. Another maybe 10-15 set of students, they have same engineering graduation, they have 2 global certifications. The remaining students, maybe 5 or 6 students, they also have the same engineering graduation plus 3 global certifications. If I am coming to your campus to hire, I will pick not the first set of students having 80%. I am telling you the reality which is happening in the market. I will pick the students, those who are carrying additional 3 skills, and they have got 3 certifications. The reason is the certification tells me that yes, they have hands-on experience on that particular technology. So the opportunities higher for, usually we say, even Dr. Abdul Kalam also says, backbenchers. They will be there everywhere, but they will have more skills and knowledge. And they will be learning somehow. They might not be attending the classes. You might have seen the movie Premam, but they will be succeeding. I'm not saying that front benchers are not successful. They are also successful, but you have to come out of your comfort zone. I understand that you have, arrears, maybe you have, projects and everything you have to complete, but take this point. You will decide today that I will learn 1 technology additional to my engineering. To assist you, we are there. Red Hat is there. Prodevans is there. And Josna Madam is there. You only need to come out of your comfort zone and ready to take that challenge. With that, I will wish you all the very best success. And I would see that all the students who are attending today's session will be able to touch your dream job by not compromising the normal jobs. Good luck. Nitya, over to you.
Thank you, Anish sir. It's really interesting and motivating words from your side. While I was hearing you when you say time is equal to life and we should learn every day. It is very, very inevitable as far as our progressive life is concerned, our dream is concerned, our parents, our near and far dream is concerned. So going back, while Mr. Vatsal has given a brief idea about the learning, how to start, where to start as far as Red Hat technology is concerned when you are in the academy. To Vimal Jyothi Engineering College, I will take 2 more minutes to conclude and hand it over to Yosna Madam. That if I remember, this is the college where we are associated as far as our academy is concerned since at least 3.5 to 4 years. So I still remember, a madam was there earlier who used to be very, very communicative, understanding the technology, taking back to the student level. I believe a lot of students also got certified in those days. Before and during COVID period also, she put a lot of effort to take this technology to the student level. I have also gone one more step, providing all the necessary support during the COVID period to set up the lab. Please be rest assured that Prodevans is a service partner. We would like to give our extended hand to Vimal Jyothi Engineering College, to all student and resources. Anything related to Red Hat Academy, you count us, we are just a call away. Please ensure that all our students are aware about the technology that comes in their way during the academy, to understand from the basic perspective, so that tomorrow they are not perplexed or disturbed by the communication that hey, something has happened. Alas, I could not learn and understand during my college days. And today, when I am asked to deliver something, I am actually hunting now what is the basic behind it. So the simple objective of this particular webinar is, my dear students, to make you understand and power you with information so that you can take a proper call for your job life, your career. So believe you me, Red Hat technology, open source is a larger domain, and what Vatsal told, the operating system, the Kubernetes container basics, or the cloud basics, these are all the trending technology in the DevOps culture of the IT world. So somebody in the I'm thankful I could see, if not wrong, some one question has come: what are the job roles in the market? Can it be typed here? I believe if you are hearing properly, whoever has asked, Anish sir has clearly told there are 10 trending, these are the 10 trending job opportunity that is in the market. So this slide, if you need, through Jyotsna madam, we would like to share. What I need from you is, please come out of your comfort zone. Understand that if tomorrow you are going to get a success, get your dream job, what you want, without compromising the standard, nothing has gone out of context or out of time. This is the time you should focus yourself, come out of your shyness and ask to Jyotsna madam, ask to your principal, ask to your dean, HOD, whoever, ask to us, ask to Red Hat, and what not. Believe me, if you are exposed, if you are coming across anybody in this market, ask your doubt, right? Then things will come out and you will feel like, hey, there are a lot of information, but I am going in a direction where I am interested in. With these few words, I'm really grateful. I'm thankful that in this evening, August evening, we all have gathered and interacted our ideas. Anytime, anything you need, I am just a call away. You can take my details from Jyotsna madam. Jyotsna madam, I would hand over you from here if you would like to add a few words. And with this, actually, we will go for the next step. Thank you, ma'am. Over to you.
I think Vatsal sir
yes,
needs to say
ma'am.
something.
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah. So thanks, Anish, for reminding me my actual story, my actual journey, I could say, because I remember Red Hat was always my dream when I seen my instructor, because you know that Deep Patel used to work with Red Hat, right? And I was student of that particular body, and I was very happy by looking at them, and that's where I have set my goal that okay, I wanted to work with Red Hat. And first time I remember when I have cleared that CL310 certificate, and I was, I guess, second or third in the world who managed to clear that RFCE in OpenStack. And that's how I got a job in Red Hat, and I got a call from Red Hat that okay, you are certified, you can come and join us. So that's the power of certification, I must say, because I have actually seen that. Apart from that, there was one question that is there any class for cybersecurity and ethical hacking? And I have seen this multiple times in different webinars where students are thinking that okay, I wanted to become a cybersecurity expert, or I wanted to become a kind of a hacker, or this kind of a things what that is there in their mind. But remember one thing: hacking or cybersecurity or whatever you are talking about, that everything starts from Linux itself. If you don't know Linux, first, in a simple word, I could say you can remove your dream to become a cybersecurity expert or ethical hacker, because overall the base of all the hackings or all the cybersecurity, it starts with the Linux only. Or simple example, as an hacker, as you have a dream of becoming ethical hackers or cybersecurity expert, you must have heard about the Kali Linux, right? Just go ahead and download that Kali Linux DVD and install it inside the virtual machine. You won't be able to see it in Windows. You will see it in a Linux. There are thousands of tools are available which will help you to do the penetration testing and figuring out the passwords and all. Those all tools are running on only and only command line. So if you don't know Linux, keep this dream aside or go ahead and learn the Linux first. And then you can start, or learning the Linux is a kind of a first move towards your journey to becoming a cybersecurity expert or ethical hacker. So that's the only question I wanted to address. I think I'm done. Over to you, Jyotsana.
Anish sir and Vatsal sir beautifully explained what is Red Hat and what Red Hat is doing and the benefits of Red Hat and what are the job or opportunities waiting for once they are Red Hat certified, and what are the benefits of acquiring additional qualification, etc. Everything is explained very well by Vatsal sir and Anish sir. Dear students, you can join to the Red Hat Academy in our college and you can take your first step to work ready for the industry. And thank you, Anish sir and Vatsal sir, for this motivating speech. And I thank Nityananda sir and Signa madam for hosting this session on behalf of Prodevans Technologies. And also thank all our colleagues and students for participating and asking questions for the session. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you,
ma'am.
everyone.
Thank you so much.